Hi, my name is Steve, the designer for cryptocurrency, and I'm here to teach you how to play the game. In cryptocurrency, the aim is to earn the most money by the end of the game by either trading or mining various cryptocurrencies. And each player accomplishes that by using the characters in their team to do various actions. Okay. At the start of each round, each player receives one rumor card, like so, and each rumor card has either a positive number like this or a negative number like this one. Okay. These numbers will affect the price of the cryptocurrency if they are placed on the tracks face up. Alright. Okay. So after each player receives their rumor card, they will get a chance to hire someone from this row over here. Okay. By paying the hiring cost. Okay, let's say this player over here, he wishes to hire the fintech specialist over here. Okay, so what he has to do is he has to pay 5 wonga, as stated on the top right corner, like so, and then you will add the fintech specialist to his team. But your team can only consist of 3 characters. So when you hire someone new, you must get rid of someone that's already on the team, like so. All right, okay. So let's say this player wants to hire the blockchain engineer. He will pay 6 wonga. And he'll get rid of 1 intern and add a blockchain engineer to his team. Alright, so at this time, players can also take a loan that looks like this if they feel like they want more cash. Okay, so when you take a loan, right, you will get 8 wonga straight up, but every round you have to pay an interest of 2 wonga as long as you hold on to the loan. Let's say this guy over here, he wants to take the loan, so you take this, and you get 8 wonga from the bank. Oops. Okay, so after everyone has a chance to take a loan, hire someone, all the remaining experts will be discarded. 5 new ones will be placed out to prepare for the next round. And then we'll move on to the next phase of the round, which is the action phase. So during the action phase, starting from the first player, they will get to take 1 action, and you can only take 1 of 2 actions. And these 2 actions include mining or trading. So let's say this player wants to trade. So how that works is he will choose which cryptocurrency he wants to trade, and then he'll choose the experts that he wishes to use for trading. Okay, so let's say this guy wants to trade in Singacoin, and he will use this fintech specialist over here. Okay, so when you use an expert for an action, you will get their energy, and then you get a chance to use their ability if the ability affects the action. Alright, so for fintech specialist, right, she allows you to buy coins for 1 wonga less and sell coins for 1 wonga more. However, the coins cannot cost less than 1 wonga. So, because this player is buying Singacoin, and Singacoin's current cost is 2, he can buy each Singacoin at 1 wonga instead. So, for each energy that has been spent over here, he can buy up to 4 coins. So let's say in this case, he can buy up to 8 coins, which is just nice, all the coins over here. So he'll just go ahead and do that by spending 8 times 1 wonga because of fintech specialist's ability, which is 8 wonga, like that. Then he'll add all the coins from here to his own supply. Alright. Then because he used fintech specialist for the action, he will flip her over to show that she has been exhausted and cannot be selected anymore for the remainder of the round. Okay, another thing that happens is because I bought so many coins, I cause a market shift. What that means is, for every 4 coins that I bought, I will increase the price of single coin by 1. So in this case, because I bought 8, I increase it twice to 4. Okay, so with that, my turn is over, and it passes on to the next player, which is this guy over here. So what he will do is he'll take a mining action using his blockchain engineer, and he chooses to mine, let's say, Mr. O. Okay, so when you choose to mine a cryptocurrency, you look at the difficulty of the current progress level, and then you take these cards. These cards are called hash cards, and in these hash cards, there's 1 success card, and everything else are fails. Okay, so first thing you do is you take the success card, then you add on fail cards until you reach the number stated on the difficulty level. So for difficulty 4, you'll be 1 success and 3 fails. Okay. Then, because he used blockchain engineer for the action, he gets 2 energy, and he has a special ability of if he mines unsuccessfully, he can retry once. Okay, so let's say during this mining action, right, he'll be able to pick 1 card for each energy he spent, so he gets 2 cards. Let's say those 2 cards are both fails. What happens is, because of his ability, these 2 cards will go back to the deck, shuffle again, then he gets to pick another 2 cards. So if this time he gets success, that means that he has mined successfully, and he gets the reward stated over here based on the progress, and which in this case is 2 coins. Will be added to his own supply, and he will also validate any transactions that are in this row over here. So for any transactions of Mr. Row that's in this row over here. So in this case, because there are 2 Mr. Row transactions, he'll flip both of them over and resolve them. Okay, so to resolve them, right, you increase the price of Mr. Row 2 times, 1 for each, as such, and then he will get validation fee per transaction. So based on the progress over here, each transaction gives him a fee of 2 Wonga. So for 2 transactions, he gets a total of 4 Wonga. 3 and 4. Alright. So after all that, these 2 get discarded, and 2 new cards will be placed out to replace them. Then this tracker will move forward by 1 to progress the cryptocurrency track. If it's already at the end, you do not move it. Also, because he has used blockchain engineer, he has to flip her over to show it's being exhausted. Okay, so the action phase keeps going on until all players have exhausted all of their characters. So in this case, because this player still has characters remaining, he will go back to his turn. Okay, but let's just say that all the characters have already been exhausted, and this is the end of the action phase. Alright, then you will move on to the next phase, which is the upkeep phase. So during the upkeep phase, all characters will be flipped over to prepare for the next round. And whoever is holding on to a loan will have to pay the interest, which is 2 Wonga. If at this time they wish to pay off the loan as well, they can pay it off by paying the lump sum that was taken at the start when they took the loan, which is 8 Wonga, if they wish to pay it back. Okay? After all players have done this, we'll move on to the rumor phase, where each player will place the rumor card that they receive at the start of the round on one of the rumor tracks over here. Okay, however, during this phase, the last player will go first and the first player will go last. Okay, so there are a few placement rules when you place rumor cards. The first thing is you can only place your rumor card on a space on a track that has not received any other rumor cards from another player during this phase. And the second thing is, when you place a rumor card, it must be of the opposite face from the previous card. So let's say this guy wants to place his rumor card on Singa coin because of his opposition. So, because the previous card was a face down card, the next card has to be face up, which in this case will be like this. And because the rumor card has been placed face up, you'll affect the price immediately by reducing it by 2. Then you'll pass on to the next player, which is this guy over here. Then he will place his card maybe here, increasing that coin's price by 2. Okay, because after all players have placed their rumor card already, all the rumor tracks that did not receive any cards will get a supplement from the top of the deck. So these two tracks will get a card from the top of the deck as such. And because they are face up, they will affect the price like that. And then there'll be the end of the rumor phase. So that's the end of one round. And after 5 rounds, the game is over, or 4 rounds for 4 players. And after 5 rounds, the rumor track will look something like this. Okay, let's just put 2 for comparison. Okay, so all rumor tracks will look something like this. Then at the end of the game, which is after 5 rounds, you'll flip over all face down rumor cards as such. And then they will take effect immediately. For Mr. Ro, it will be a -2 overall. 1, 2. For Singa coin, it's -1. Okay, then you also do the same thing for the other coins. And then for whoever is holding the most of each type of coin, you will give out these ultimate hodler bonuses, which grants a bonus of 12 wonga. Okay, so because this guy is holding the most Singa coin, he gets Singa coin hodler. The other player will get the Mr. Ro hodler. And because no one is holding any flight or eruptium, these 2 will be discarded. Okay, after that, you will then determine the scam coin. Okay, how that works is you look at all the rumor cards of each individual cryptocurrency, and you add up the balance of their rumor cards. So for Mr. Ro, adding everything up, it is a total of +2. And for Singa coin, it's a total of -4. All right, let's say eruptium was 0 and flight was +1. In this case, Singa coin is the scam because it has the lowest balance of, what was it again, -4. And whoever is still holding on to Singa coin, this guy over here, has been scammed, and because all his coins are now worthless as such, but he still gets to keep his hodler bonus, which gives him a bonus 12 wonga. And after that, whoever is still holding on to coins will sell it off at the current price, and then everyone will count up their total amount of money they have, minusing away the loans, and then the player with the highest amount of points is the winner. And that's how you play cryptocurrency.